Hey, it's Kasha Gage. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be working on my story 3 for my 2022 December daily album. And you can see I already have a few things done here in advance. I'm going to show you what yesterday was in case you missed the video. It is down below, or I will link it for you up above. But I have a black pattern paper, added a pocket, a 4x4 pocket with a 4x4 journal card that I inked. And then I've paired this with a full page photo, full page black and white photo. So for my story 3, again, I'm using another full page photo. I love the opportunity anytime to bring in those big photos. And this photo in this story is all about Christmas pajamas, or the tradition of Christmas pajamas. And this was a photo I've wanted to take for a long time. And it just happened to work out this year. By paying attention, I noticed all of them tumbling out of the dryer when I went to open it after washing all of them. So this page comes together super quick. It's super simple. And I'm going to go ahead and read you guys my journaling while I finish this up. I just want to point out here, I did try printing this out on my XP 15000 on Epson premium matte paper. And then I decided to print it out on my laser printer and ink it with gold foil. I like that it just adds a little bit of something extra. It's just a little oomph. I'm going to be adding in that big 3. And on top of that 3, I did stitch like a red stitch that's an X with embroidery floss. So I'm going to jump in here. And like I said, I'm going to share with you my words for today. I can't remember what Christmas or how old Tara and I were when the Christmas pajama tradition started. Looking back through what photos I have of past Christmases, I couldn't find a clue either. From what I remember, we weren't the family who donned matching Christmas sweaters or PJs for that matter. I'm dating myself here, but I'm not sure matching family pajamas was a thing back then either. I remember Mom would always look for the most outrageous pajamas, and there are 2 pairs that Mom gifted us girls that stick out. One was a teal pair with pink flamingos, and the other, a pair of white flannels with red trim and a cherry pattern. I know, not exactly Christmassy, but they brought a smile to our faces. Cleaning out our closet at the end of November, I opened my pajama drawer and found I still had those cherry pajamas. I threw them in the donate pile, telling myself it was time to let go. But later that day, as I was bagging all the clothes, I paused, clutching onto the well-worn fabric and the memories. Memories of how Mom and our relationship used to be. Memories of Christmases past. Memories of how Mom would decorate the house and go all out. Memories of how Mom would go overboard with gifts and often mix up which presents were for Tara and I. Memories of how giving gifts was my mother's way of expressing love. Memories of the last Christmas I spent with Mom in the Crystal House, cleaning, sorting, boxing all my stuff. I know that's why I'm still holding on all these years later, and why I've kept the Christmas pajama tradition alive as an adult. Over the years, I've amassed quite the collection. Plaids, stripes, solids, and patterns. And this year, I opted for a classic red with white piping and buttons. As I pulled all my freshly laundered pajamas out of the dryer, I folded and matched the tops to the bottoms. I carried the stack into our bedroom closet and put them away in the drawer, adding the pair of cherry pajamas on top, giving myself permission to hold on to happy childhood memories and to keep a reminder of the tradition. So I just want to share a little bit about here. Some of you guys might know my mother's health has not been well, and her memory has been fading rapidly over the past couple of years, or even more so this year. And I kind of wanted to give a little bit of a nod. You know, we didn't have necessarily the easiest or greatest upbringing either, but Christmas, at least in my mind, was always some of the best childhood memories. And I wanted to just, give a nod and acknowledge what we had growing up, my relationship with my mother, and where this tradition started. Now, I could have done the journaling just so cozy, kept it very simple, not added a lot of words. I could have talked about my favorite pairs or how I feel when I wear the different pajamas. But I'm feeling, I will say, very reflective right now in this season, and also feel a little ready, or I should say comfortable, to tell some stories of the past or to bring those in. I would say probably over the past year or so, I've kind of stayed away from stories of the past and it's been focused far more on the present. But it just feels, I don't know, it feels right. It feels like a good time. So just want to share that with you. Let it be maybe some encouragement for whatever your season looks like this year. I know for many, it can be a very difficult time of year, and others, it's super joyous, or it's a combination of both. I just want to let you know I'm in your corner. I can relate to having the difficult memories and having it be a difficult time, but also trying to find joy through all of it. So hopefully that can encourage you guys a little bit. I'm wrapping up story 3 here. I had to fiddle quite a bit, as you saw me, or I was struggling quite a bit with the score tape, trying to peel the backing off of that. But just put a bunch of score tape on that red felt 3. That's a large one. That was from last year's December Daily collection. But anytime I can go through my stash and add big numbers, I love to do that. So that's going to be a wrap for today. I am planning to be back here tomorrow. And what I'm thinking already for my story 4 is going to talk about or be about the real tree in some way or shape or another. So if you guys are following along on Instagram, I know I messed that up a little bit yesterday, but DEC Daily Hunt 22, and that is where I am sharing my photos and all of you talented makers photos, from the community that relate to that photo challenge. If you guys have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And until tomorrow, guys, have a great December day.